हाय एवरीवन, मैं प्राचार्य वेलकम करती हूँ आपका मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल पे। आज हम देखेंगे क्लास 8 का एक इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक जिसका नाम है कंपेयरिंग क्वांटिटीज। शुरू करने से पहले ऑब्वियसली विच इज आवर स्पेशलिटी विल look for the basic concepts from the chapter first and then we'll proceed further. So this chapter starts about ratios and percentage which we have learned in standard 7. Let's recall what is ratios. Children, you very well know about it that ratio is nothing but a relationship between two or more units. We can find out ratio between two or more units. If we have two units, children, that is first one is A units and second one is B units. So ratio is we find out A units per B units and we notify it as, for solving we write it as A upon B, and finally after reducing we denote it as A is to B. So it is we read it as A is to B. So this is a basic definition of ratios, that it is a relationship between two quantities, or we can find out for more quantities also, and we denote it as A is to B, that is A is to B. The symbol we call it as is to, right? And you can see ratio we will find out of same quantities, like let's say if we have one of the quantity in kg, then another quantity also should be in kgs. We cannot find out ratios for two different quantities. Let's say कि एक का unit है kgs में, एक का unit है liters में. So in such cases we will not be able to find out the ratios because they should have same units. But children, you can see, to find out the ratio, है ना, to find out the ratio, we always take a proportion of them, right? Let's say my first unit is kg and my second unit is also kg. Obviously, I will be reducing this fraction to the reduced quantity, and let's say वो हमें मिल गया a1 upon b1 for a y. Now, what happens? We are dividing both the quantities by some common factor, right? And at the same time, units also gets divided, so that when we get final ratio, let's say my answer is here a1 is to b1, ratio do not have any unit. तो ये note भी आपको याद रखना है. This you must have seen this in 7th standard, that ratios do not have units, right? Because reduce करने के time पे basically units gets cancelled and we get ratio as a quantity without unit. I hope this much is clear. Now let's see some example based on this. Consider a situation where I have a combination of these pink and blue balls. Let's find out a number of pink balls. Number of pink balls. Those are how much, children? 3, correct? And number of blue balls. Number of blue balls equal to, we'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 5. So just now, as we have seen, we'll try to put it into the definition of ratios. So if I want to find out ratio of pink ball to blue ball, देखो मैं क्या लिख रही हूँ, ratio of pink to blue ball, right? So read it carefully. Ratio is from where to where we have to find out, because based on that our numerator and denominator will be changed. Let's say यहाँ पे we are finding out the ratio for pink to blue, right? So we should write a number of pink balls in numerator. So number of pink balls are 3 and number of blue balls in denominator. So now, and as you can see, 3 upon 5, it is already in raised form, children. So our ratio will be 3 is to 5. All right. Now, what is given in the picture will come to that. Now see, here we can find out ratio in different ways also. Let's say I have just told you from pink ball to blue ball hoga, the number of pink ball will always be in numerator and number of blue balls will always be in denominator. But in the picture, I have taken the example from blue to pink. So in that case, ratio will change. So better you read it carefully कि किस quantity से किस quantity तक का ratio they are asking. So in this case of ratio of blue ball to pink ball, your fraction will be 5/3 and then the ratio can be finally written as 5:3. I hope it is clear. So it is very well important to read out the question of the ratio from which quantity to which quantity they are asking, because if by chance आप गलती से उल्टा लिख देते हो, so whether your procedure is correct or not, you will not get any kind of marks, right? So read it carefully and find out the answer. Now let's say one more example. You also think like the cat is thinking about the example, fun of a part or part of a fun. ठीक है, तो let's read out the question and we'll try to find out the ratio for the required thing. What is the ratio of green? क्या पूछा है देखो जरा. What is the ratio of green apples to red apples? So let's try to write down first number of apples in order to find out the ratio properly. So let's say number of green apples. How much? Yes, exactly 3. Now count the number of red apples, children. How much? Let's try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. What is the question now? Ratio of green to red. So therefore, required ratio. You can write in terms of formula format also. ऊपर लिख सकते हो number of green apples upon number of red apples. How much? Just we have counted both of them. So the fraction initially it will come 3/9. Ratio is also called as part of a whole. ठीक है, तो पूरे में से कितना या इतने में से कितना, अलग अलग 2-3 तरह के होते हैं. पार्ट ऑफ अ होल, पार्ट ऑफ अ पार्ट. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे है ग्रीन टू रेड. Obviously we can reduce it because ratio or fraction or P upon Q format should always be in a reduced form. So just cut it out. We can cut it by 3 because largest divisor will be 3. 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9. So your final fraction will be 1/3 and in ratio format you can write it as 1:3. So ratio of green apples to red apples is what? 1:3. I hope you have also tried along with me and you got the same answer. If yes, then congratulations. Okay, let's try to understand concept of percentage also, right? So if I want to find out percentage of green apple, we'll stick to this example. हम इसी example को लेके percentage को भी समझने की कोशिश करेंगे. तो let's say हमें निकालना है percentage of green apples. So, let's try. Now, how to find out percentage? So everyone knows what is percentage. It is nothing but something out of 100, right? So if let's say day-to-day life का example हमारा study related to study academics example, let's say I am having 80 marks out of 100. 80 out of 100. That means Usually we say that I got 80%, है ना? So whenever we have something out of 100, we call it as a percentage. All right. So we'll try to understand percentage concept using this example. Let's say I have to find out percentage of green apples. All right. Up. इसके लिए we will have to know about number of green apples. Number of green apples जो कि हमने already ऊपर लिख रखा है, but we'll write it again so that it is easy to coordinate. Number of green apples is equals to 3. For this, अब out of ये अभी के लिए 3 out of कितना है, तो we have to count total apples. So we'll write down total apples. है ना? So what are total apples? You don't have to count again. You have both the apples, green apple, red apple, दोनों की अगर addition कर दोगे, you will get total apples. So 3 plus 9, 12. So we have total apples is equals to 12. Now, how to find out percentage? Right now, therefore, percentage of green apples is equal to, right now we have 3 apples out of 12. All right. And if you have to convert into percentage, either multiply and divide by 100, or you can simply write down like this also. I'll show you both the ways. Or 3 upon 12 into out of 12 है, लेकिन ऑफ कितना निकालना है हमें? 100 के लिए निकालना है. So either you can write 100% or you can write 100 upon 100. Both the ways are okay. All right. So अभी के लिए what we'll do? If you will consider second part, it is also easy. If you are considering first part for calculation, this one, I'll suggest you just for a while, don't touch or don't cancel this 100 upon 100, क्योंकि वो ऑटोमेटिकली आपको आउट ऑफ 100 का फ्रैक्शन दे देगा. तो इसीलिए सिर्फ जो भी कैलकुलेशन करने हैं इस ऊपर वाले न्यूमरेटर वाले 100 के साथ करो. यहाँ पे भी वही होने वाला है. बेसिकली यहाँ पे परसेंटेज का सिंबल डायरेक्टली है, सो वी डायरेक्ट गेट द व्हाट एवर आंसर वी गिव परसेंटेज का सिंबल. यहाँ पे आउट ऑफ 100 है विच at the end which also convert it into the percentage. So let's try to cut out, right? So let's say 3 1s are 3, 3 4s are 12. Again, you can check 4 1s are 4 and 25 का table easy है, I guess everyone knows about it. 25 4s are 100 we get. So at the end, what is the answer that we got? 25 out of 100. And now this is nothing but 25% of green apples we have. Similarly, you can do here also. यहाँ पे भी आप कर सकते हो in other way में. 3 1s are 3, 3 4s are 12. Again 4 1s are and 4 25s are. So directly here you can write 25%. Both the methods are perfectly fine. So I hope you understood how to find out the percentage for the particular questions. We will be covering more questions based on exercise for 7.1 in the next video. By the time you try to find out percentage of red apples. Thank you. Okay, let me give you one more homework. Other than percentage of red apples, you have to find out these percentage also. Give me a second. And so just try to find out this percentage also. Of का meaning होता है you have to, while doing calculations, you have to do multiplication. 30% of 80 है ना? So let me show you this. 30% कैसे लिखना है आपको? Upon 100 of, that means multiplication 80. And now you are ready to do calculations. I hope you will be able to do it. Let me know in the comments, and see you in the next video. By the time, if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.